Welcome back on Inside the Valley. Joining me now are two guests from Brownsville Holiday Village. We have Lori Ray and Claudia Dunn. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. My favorite holiday, Christmas, and it is coming. You guys are going to be kicking off something tomorrow. Before we get to those details, let's start about the organization itself.
Well, Holiday Village is a nonprofit organization, and it is basically a collection of a display that we set up. It's a collection of cottages that is in Dean Porter Park, which is right across from the zoo in Brownsville. And there are 33 cottages that have a window that you can, it provides a glimpse to a holiday scene. And it's free to the public, and we hope to see a lot of people this season.
Okay, and it starts tomorrow. The event kicks off
At 6 o'clock on Monday, the 19th, the Monday before Thanksgiving. And we're open, it kicks off at 6, and there's gonna be door prizes. Krispy Kreme is gonna give out $1,000 donuts. We cut.
No, the donuts are awesome.
No.
Well, what else is going to be happening?
There's going to be a band that evening, and at 6 o'clock they'll start with the door prizes and some performances, and then at 7 o'clock the lights will turn on, all of the cottages will light up, and from that time on until the park closes, you can come and view the village. It'll be open. You can view the village during the day, but it's really best viewed at night because that's when all the lights are on.
Okay.
And
So who decorates all them? We have some pictures there right down your screen. It looks fantastic. Who does all the decorating?
well, this lady does a lot of them.
Oh, wow.
We have a team of volunteers. It's an entirely volunteer organization. We work in cooperation with the City of Brownsville Department of Parks and Recreation. And there's a lot of people with the city that we need in order to put this show on, because all of the cottages are warehoused and near the airport, and it takes the police escort and Public Works Department and Parks Department to transport all of the cottages every year. We move them in right at the beginning of November. We have 3 weeks to decorate, and then on the Monday before Thanksgiving every year, the lights are turned on and we are set for the season through New Year's Day.
And this is a great family event. Bring the kiddos, see the lights.
Absolutely, yes. Santa Claus is there on the weekends. It's completely free to the public, so you can come in with your children, and there's vendors.
There are food vendors and craft vendors there, and it's age appropriate for everybody, and it's good for Brownsville, and it's good for the family feeling. It's great for a great place to bring your guests if anybody comes in for the holidays.
Sure, and Claudia, so you put a lot of work into these lights. Tell us about the work that you put into it.
Well, depending on the sponsors, we have a theme. We draw up a design. If it's approved, then we take on and do it. Some sponsors rather do their own decoration, which is also fine. But I'm there if they need me, but I'm more of a support.
When do you start planning or making this, or even planning?
It starts like July.
Wow.
And
Christmas in July.
Yes. So there's a lot of work, especially if the cottages are going to be built from scratch.
Sure.
Some are renewers, but yeah, it's quite a bit of time, but it's all worth it because the kids love it. So
Our sponsors some of them are families from Brownsville that have chosen to sponsor, and others are local businesses. And the buildings are, some are just designed in a whimsical nature. Others are modeled after as a representation of some of the more historical buildings in Brownsville. And just to be clear, you don't enter each house. Each house is designed and decorated with mannequins and lights and
Sure.
a Christmas scene, and then you look through the window at the scene.
Opening day, opening night, I should say, pretty busy. A lot of people show up.
Oh, yes.
What's it
oh,
like? What's the atmosphere
Well,
like?
we know we have 1,000 donuts that we give away, and every year we run out of donuts. So we know we will have more than 1,000 people show up that first night.
And we're talking about people from all over the valley.
A lot from Brownsville, but
Sure.
we hope to see people from all over the valley. And we will as well throughout the season have some entertainment in the evenings. We have a stage set up in the pavilion area, and school groups, dance studios, and some of the even some of the local churches will have groups there singing Christmas carols and performing dance numbers, and so it really lends to the holiday flavor.
When's a good day to go, the best time to go for families, besides opening night? And a lot of kids are off this week from school. When's a good day to go?
It's usually Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
If you want to see Santa, for sure, you want to go in the evenings on the weekends.
And during the week is a little quieter, but it's always so much fun, and there's always something going on.
And so ninth season, does it get
Yes.
bigger and bigger every year?
Every year we try to add a new cottage or two. We're at a point now where we have to warehouse the cottages, and storage is becoming an issue for us. But this year we have one new cottage and 3 sponsors that have chosen to renew their sponsorship. So if you renew, then your cottage is refreshed or remodeled in some way. And so there's every time you show up, if you visit the village year after year, you'll see that it's not always the same. There should always be something new and different.
There's some more pictures up there on your screen. It's just beautiful what you guys do. That's awesome. And again, this is free.
Yes, it's
That's
free
the
to the
best part.
public. That is,
Yes.
it's free to the public. It's appropriate for all ages, and we hope to see a lot of people.
Awesome. And if people want more information, they could go to the website, holidayvillagebrownsville.com. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. So what's one thing that you're looking forward to this year, the event?
Oh, just have the best time. That is always, I love to walk around and see children looking in and taking pictures, and there's so much detail in the cottages. So the more time you spend looking in, the better, because you'll find all kinds of little things. You want to talk to them about the elf?
Yes, we have we run a contest every year for the children, and it's the Elf on the Shelf contest. If you're familiar with the book, The Elf on the Shelf, the elf moves around your house and reports to Santa how the children are behaving. In our case, we have an elf that moves and is in a different cottage every morning, every day. When you come back, you'll see him someplace else. So if children can find the elf, they take their picture in front of that cottage and they can post that on Facebook, and there's a drawing for a free dozen donuts from Krispy Kreme, who's one of our sponsors.
That's
So
awesome. All right.
it's
Well,
fun.
thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us, ladies. Again, this event kicks off tomorrow at 6 p.m. at Dean Porter Park. And we'll be back with more. We have
Not
Texas Valley Sports coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Yes, tomorrow. Because this